Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, and Nomad of Nowhere. Yep, I said that I would be doing this in my Ruby Chibi reaction last week, and I decided to go for it. Even though quite a few of you didn't seem all that enthused by what you saw in the first episode, those of you who watched it when it came out on the Rooster Teeth site. You weren't all that impressed and told me it wasn't worth reacting to, and a lot of people actually said that I should instead react to Camp Camp. But that's not really the point here. I'm not just looking for a new show to watch now that we're going to have a hiatus with Ruby Chibi. I am watching this because I actually want to be a part of the conversation as it comes out. It's a new show from Rooster Teeth, and I kind of want to get in from the start with one of these for once, as opposed to getting to it well after the fact. And that doesn't mean I'll never watch Camp Camp. I will eventually, but that's just not the point here. I'm actually kind of interested in this thing, even if some people have said, oh, it's not that great. I think one episode probably isn't enough to definitively judge anything, so even if you weren't impressed by the first episode, I'm sure it'll probably get better. And I don't know, maybe I'll like the first episode. I mean, who really knows here? I am very interested in this, though I don't really know anything about it. That's kind of why I'm actually interested in it, in fact. I liked how they sort of marketed it in a very minimal way. With the final episode of Ruby, we got that big preview of Genlock where they really showed how it looked and how the characters, we got some voice acting, a look at how the characters look, and all of that stuff. And that's a show that they still don't have a release date for. We don't know when that's coming out. They probably don't know when that's coming out. But then we also got this little teaser for Nomad of Nowhere that showed us absolutely nothing. We just got a logo and the name of the show, and that was the show that was coming out in like just a month from when we had the Ruby Volume 5 finale. So that's just a very interesting approach that they're keeping just so much under wraps with this show and just not telling us anything. And it makes me curious. It makes me interested to see what this actually is. And I'm really eager to give it a look. So yeah, let's go. And if I really don't like it, I'll stop watching. But I think I do want to be a part of this actual conversation and see what it's all about. So, yeah. And the first episode is titled The Dreaded Nomad. So, we're gonna meet the Nomad and see who the Nomad is. And, yeah. Let's go ahead and start it. Okay. Love the old-timey Western music. Very fitting for the scenery we're getting. Oh. Interesting animation style. First 2D thing I've watched from Rooster Teeth. Not bad. Oh. Well.
Skout. What is it you're doing back there?
Just taking inventory, Toth. Got everything we need to catch a bounty.
Adorable accent.
Jerky, bow, arrows, quiver, knife, Dom Paragon's special agua elegante, more knives.
Yes, knife is important.
Well, why do we need so many knives again?
Stabbing.
That is what knives are generally for.
Even this one?
Oh.
Especially that one.
Yeah, that one seems particularly stabby.
How silly of me.
Why do we need so many books?
So that we'll know everything we need to know about the wilderness?
I already know everything I need to know about the wilderness.
Oh, of course. I'm such a dunderhead. Such a dunderhead.
She's adorable. So far, my favorite character. But we'll see.
You are here because you are the finest soldiers in any of the four corners. You are ruthless, cunning, and your name strikes fear into the hearts of all who would oppose us. You are Dawn Paragon's dandelions. The Dawn chose each and every one of you for this important mission, to find the dreaded Nomad.
Oh.
Some of you may die, but so many more will return back to the Oasis as heroes.
You said all this last time.
And the time before that, at the cave?
We were so sure he was in that cave.
But he weren't.
And I'll say it as many more times as I have to until
Well,
we
she's
find
pretty
him.
intense.
The Nomad isn't
I
just
like
another
it.
bounty. He's the most wanted man in the world, and has been for the last 100 years.
Oh.
Because he's magic.
Well,
He's a menace.
if he's been around for 100 years, then yeah,
You done told.
has to be some kind of
Don't
magic.
even listen to us, Jethro.
Well, I, for one...
Does anyone else have something to say?
Well, since you invited,
Okay.
it's clear you're leading us on another wild goose chase. And when you return to Don Paragon empty-handed again, Red Manuel will be the one to take your place at his side.
Well, looks as though Red wants to start this old song and dance at the top of the mission today. Scout, get me my stabbing knife.
Hold on, you two. We're supposed to be on the same side. And we're supposed to recognize rank. Toth's in charge because she's the best and everyone knows it.
Is her name Toth?
That
seems a bit
thinks so highly of you, Toth.
Unusual.
Hey now, in addition to carrying this platoon, I'll have you know I also
Might have
carry
wanted to
great
choose
deal
a
of
different
other
name.
things.
And how's that working out for you?
Look at that. He fell over.
Wow.
Seems she can handle it better than you.
Aw.
Form up and move out.
I could chip it. Wow. Do not leave, huh? That's, oh. Axe.
Well, I've never seen flora like this in person. Some of these plants shouldn't even exist anymore.
You think a book is going to protect you here?
That could have told you that was a
yeah.
peach butler.
You think being clever means you belong here? But we all know when the time comes to take action.
Might want to do something about
Just
that
cower
hand.
behind Toth like you always do.
I'll show that Red what's what. I am cut out for adventure. I am brave.
I'm sure you will, but
Great job, Skout. You've gone and difficulted this whole thing up.
love that accent.
Oh, now I'm just scaring myself. To think that a rock would...
Wow. Oh, okay. Oh. Are you the Nomad? You're a bit... Yeah, not quite.
Do me a favor. Try to look a smidge more intimidating for a second.
Yeah.
Guess that answers that. My name's Skout. Reckon you live out here in these brambles? Great. Maybe you can help me out. Got a name, stranger?
Can he not talk?
You can talk, can't you?
I mean, what even...
Huh? Well, that's a conundrum. I don't even know what to call you.
Oh.
You want me to call you friend? Well, that's good enough for me. Say there, friend. These critters are
That works.
amazing. Are they just part of the local wildlife here? Or... Hey!
Wow. So definitely got some magic going on.
Well, dagnabbit. Huh? What in the... There's nothing quite like this in my field
Aw.
guide. I wonder if... Maybe the Nomad is here. And this is all the result of his magic. I have to go, friend. I've got to find Tom.
Not gonna figure it out. Because he's just not at all what they think they're looking for.
Wait, you know the Nomad?
Yeah?
You know where he lives? Can you show me? Oh, thank you! This
Wow.
will show every single one of those dandies. Even Toth will have to notice. Let's go!
That big rock is just weird. The moon! Wow. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. Even more the moon. Better shot of it.
Huh. Looks like nobody's home. Hey! This feels an awful lot like trespassing. You coming inside? He must have been cooped up in here for ages. They say nobody's seen him for 100 years. Does he ever leave the briar patch? Seems like it'd be awful lonesome. He must be dying for someone to talk to. No wonder why he's so evil. Well, the Nomad clearly lives here, so I think it's best we set up an ambush and wait for him to come back.
Yeah, he just seems all kinds of evil.
Love her. Once she finds that evil Nomad, she'll really let him have it.
Yeah.
Is something wrong? What are you doing with that old sheet?
Okay. Yeah, just clap. Just go with it. Oh. Is she gonna catch on?
Found you, Nomad.
Well, she's gonna catch on.
Such a dunderhead.
You're coming with us, and no amount of trickery and magic can save you.
Wow.
Trickery and magic!
Red Manuel will show you how this is done.
I'm sure you will.
You're ruining Red Manuel's moment. Ah, shit!
Oh, really?
No more.
Toth, wait! He's not what you think.
Oh.
I can't see.
Quick, help Red Manuel! He's claustrophobic!
Though much too proud to admit it.
Get your hands off me.
Ah, wonderful. And his house is just burned down.
No! He's getting away! Someone do something!
Well,
Sorry?
You let him get away.
He's not out of the woods yet. So let's burn the woods down.
wow.
Wait, Toth! Don't you think that's going too far?
Tough.
These mitochondria
That's still
are
too
beyond our
close.
pay grade.
I concur.
Wow. This seems maybe a little extreme. Not just burning down his house, but his entire place that he lives in.
Wait! Toth, you have to stop! This whole place is gonna burn down!
That's the idea.
Yeah, that's clearly what we're trying to do. Aw. Oh. Yeah, they're definitely
We have to
Making
go
me
back
wanna-
and help the others. They're gonna be stuck in that clearing.
We can't
making me
stop
want to
now.
ship it,
We
even
won't.
if...
Help! Please! Somebody!
Aw. Nomad gonna save them? There we go.
Hey, fella. Need a snack?
Oh.
You saved us.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, friend.
And this guy.
Place to hide, Nomad. Don Paragon will hear of what happened. He will not rest until you are captured. So, what are you going to do now?
Wow. Okay. Nomad of Nowhere. I like the score. All this real westerny music. And that font. That's an amazing font choice. Even if the first episode didn't really seem all that westerning to me, it was... yeah, it didn't really have that Western feel, other than, of course, Skout having that adorable accent. That's really the only hint of it. But that will come, I guess, with the Nomad on the Run. That'll maybe be more prominent going forward. And, yeah, I don't know. You guys weren't thrilled by that? But I honestly, I thought it was pretty good. I thought that was a pretty strong premiere. I'm intrigued. I mean, the animation, I guess that it may not be to everyone's taste. It does seem maybe, well, not quite to a professional standard like what you'd see in something like Starverses or Steven Universe or whatever. But yeah, I don't dislike it. I don't think it's bad, and the art is good. The art is really good, and that kind of makes up to it for me. The backgrounds look great. The characters, I like how they're designed. Even if the animation is maybe a little bit stiff, I don't mind it. I'm willing to overlook that because the rest is all pretty interesting. And the characters, I really like Skout. She, I think, is more than the Nomad going to be our lead character, sort of. At least going by this episode. The Nomad is just sort of more of a plot device, kind of, because he doesn't have a voice. I mean, he has a character, he has a personality, but it's going to be about him running, him being on the run, and him like using his magic to make things live, and that's going to be something that creates the plot going forward. And yeah, that's what I expect. And Skout will actually be our more perspective character, and she's just super likable and super adorable and just precious. I love her. Toth, I don't like that name. I wish they would have gone with something a bit different there. It seems a little too close to another character's name and something that something that most people watching this will have surely seen. And especially even with the character design, it kind of it's a little too close for comfort. But I don't know, she'll probably eventually start to stand out on her own. And I do like her character. I like the idea of her character and the intensity that she has, and of course the kind of shippiness that we're already getting with her and Skout. That's nice. I definitely appreciate that. And yeah, it's funny. It's a funny show. I mean, it's got a bit of action and a bit more intrigue, but yeah, the comedy is there, and I think it landed pretty well. And I don't know. I think this is a rather encouraging premiere. I mean, in some ways, I would say this is more encouraging than the first episode of Ruby was. The first episode of Ruby, it had a couple cool action moments, but not really too much to sink your teeth into. And I don't know. It's Ruby was kind of a bit of a hard sell for me starting out too, just because of the animation. I didn't really care for that either. I mean, it was, yeah, definitely another case of it being obviously amateurish and not up to that professional level. But so yeah, I think there is promise here. I think there's a lot of potential, and I don't really see anything to turn me away from it yet. So I think Rooster Teeth did a good job here, and I actually really look forward to seeing more. So yeah, hope you liked the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.